Hello Blend Squad, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. My name is Rosina Sharon and today I am doing makeup on this very beautiful cousin of mine. I'm going to show you guys how to do makeup on other people, and before you do that, kindly subscribe, share your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'll be reading all of them kama kawaida, and if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. So to start off, I'm just going to spray her face, make sure it is moisturized before I start doing anything else. And then after that, I'm going to trim her eyebrows, brush the eyebrows up, and please avoid trimming in between the two brows unless your client is very hairy around that area. If you're going to use a razor, kindly trim the eyebrows facing down, like the razor going down. And then after that, we're going to start lining her eyebrow, and we're going to use the Davis number 3 eye pencil for this. So make sure your client's eyebrow area is totally dry before you start lining. So way to start lining, just at the corner of the nose, or rather at the edge of her nose area, put your first dot. Around where the eyebrow is curved, another dot, and then around the outer corner of the eye. And then what you do next is just connect the 3 dots together. Kindly avoid using too much force while you're doing this. Next, before you line the upper side, brush the brow down so you avoid overlining. And for beginners, just a tip for you, where the upper side, where the curve is supposed to start, it's supposed to start before the curve of the lower, on the lower side. That makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. So you avoid the curve around this area looking too fat. Make sure the curve on the upper side starts before the curve on the lower side, like it starts curving before the curve on the lower side. I hope that makes I really tried explaining this. I hope you have gotten it. So then after that, we're going to use the Brow Sculpt mascara from Maybelline, and we're just going to use that product to brush through our eyebrows. And if you use this product, you don't have to fill in after, because it is a very good product, especially for clients with scarce eyebrows. It is an amazing product. Make sure you follow how the eyebrows are aligned when you're brushing through with this product. Next, you're going to draw hair-like structures. You can use a dark brown or a very dark eye pencil depending on the skin complexion of your client. For chocolate to very dark, use the dark eye pencil. That is what I'm going to use on her, so the hair-like structures are very visible. And make sure there is enough space in between the hair-like structures and it mimics her eyebrows. Then after that, we're going to clean her eyebrows using a concealer that is 2 shades lighter than her skin tone. This is Illegal in Beautiful Bronze, sorry. So make sure when you're placing the concealer on the brush, you do it side to side so you avoid the product accumulating on the tip of the brush. And then how you hold the brush, I would recommend you hold it how I am holding it, like this, not sideways. It is more precise when you do this. If you can do that, kindly practice and let me know if it works for you. And then avoid starting off from the inner corner. Give it a bit of space and then use the product remaining on the brush around the inner corner, or you can use a foundation so it's easier for you to blend. And then after that, make sure you blend in those edges. Blend it in immediately before it dries out. And then on the upper side of the eyebrow, we're going to use a foundation to clean it out, so it's easier for us to blend when we are done, and it matches our skin tone afterwards. And after you're done, make sure you blend in that foundation to her skin completely before it dries out. You don't want any harsh lines anywhere, so make sure it is well blended before you move on. And then moving on, we are going to set her eyelids first using the very same concealer we used to clean her eyebrows. And please start off from the lower lid going up so you avoid using too much product around the upper lid. And how you hold your brush is very important. Do not hold it too close to the bristles. Give it a bit of space so the bristles are, you know, they can move freely. And then the eyeshadow palette we're going for today is this Royalty palette from Arena Beauty. We're going to do a very simple eye makeup look because this is a beginner tutorial. So what you do, using a small fluffy brush, you can either go for a bronze eyeshadow look, or brown. If you want to start off with bronze or brown, and then we're going just to apply that on the lower lid, all over the lower lid first. And then after that we are going to blend that in with an earth tone. That can be an orange or light brown shade. So we're going to blend that with an earth tone. Make sure you blend it all the way to the upper lid so you don't have any spaces between the concealer and the eyeshadow, sorry. And make sure your client opens her eyes before you do anything on her crease region. For her, she has a bit of a hooded lid, sorry. So what we're going to do, we are going to apply a glitter liner on just as close to her natural lash line as possible, so it is flattering when she opens her eyes as well. You don't want to do anything that is going to overpower her eye makeup. So make sure when you're doing, after you're done, your client opens her eyes so you see if the eyeshadow flatters her eyes or not. Then after that, we're going to apply mascara before we apply our falsies. When it comes to falsies, especially if you're looking to become a makeup artist, I would recommend buying this. They come in a pack of 5. Very lightweight. They're very natural. They have a very natural finish. Lightweight. They will not disturb your clients at all, and you have a variety to pick on. So even if you show your clients, they have at least a variety to choose from. And then before you fix the falsies, make sure you measure it on your client's eyes first. You see if it needs to be trimmed, and if it does need to be trimmed, make sure you trim it around the outer corner, not the inner corner. For the eyelash glue we are going for is this a duo eyelash glue. Make sure you buy the clear glue. For beginners, buy the clear glue. And then after that, for application, hold it as if you're stretching it a bit, and around the inner corner leave a bit of space, and make sure you apply that as close to her natural lash line as possible. And then after that, make sure you curl her lashes so at least they match with her natural lashes. And then you can do the eyeliner before you start doing the face, especially for beginners. So moving on to the face, we're going to start off with the ordinary hyaluronic acid. It's a very good serum to moisturize the skin, to keep the moisture in the skin intact. And then it does not react like to any skin at all. So it's very safe to use. And then after that, we're going to moisturize using the Cerave moisturizing cream. We're going to mix that with the Cerave hydrating sunscreen. Sunscreen is very important. Make sure you include that in your skin prep. And then after that, make sure the moisturizer has set first before you apply the primer. We're going to use the Rimmel Stay Matte primer, and we're going to apply that mostly around the regions where your client produces oil the most, so majorly around the T-zone area, and make sure you tap it in. For primer, tap it in and then allow it to set first before you move on. So for my client today, she has a bit of discoloration around the lip region. That is why we're going to use the orange color corrector first before we move on. Next, a technique that works best, especially if your client has oily skin, make sure you powder the primer in first before you apply foundation. Trust me, try it out. It is going to work wonders. After that is when now we move to foundation, and we're going to use a Maybelline Superstay in the shade 360. So when it comes to blending foundation on your clients, I would recommend you use a brush. And again, even when you're using a brush, you tap it in, tap until it is all blended in. And please avoid using too much product. Okay, little product goes a very long way. And make sure whatever you do to your face, you do it to your neck as well. So don't forget to blend in the neck as well. And then the product remaining on the brush is what you use around the nose region. So avoid using fresh product around the nose region. And then on the forehead, you start off just above the eyebrow going up. So you avoid using too much product around the hairline. And then after that, you can use a beauty blender to go over the blend so it has that airline. It's the airbrush, not airbrush finish, sorry. And then after that, we're going to highlight. We're going to use the very same concealer we use to clean the eyebrows. And please avoid using too much product. So just product around the inner corner and the outer corner of the eye is enough. Make sure you blend that one in first before you move on to the bridge of her nose and forehead, because concealers dry out really quickly and you don't want to come back when the concealer is already starting to dry. It is not going to blend in well when you do that. And around the forehead, if your client has a big forehead, avoid over highlighting. Like, highlight less with a big forehead, highlight more with a small forehead. And then after that, we're going to cream contour. This is not a very necessary step, but it makes such a difference, especially on the cheekbones. If you want the cheekbones to pop more, start off by cream contouring and place that in a curve going up. And then after that, use a brush to blend it in facing up. Okay, tap tap tap, blending it in facing up. And then after that, we're going to set the areas we highlighted, and for her I am using the Fit Me finishing powder because if I were to use such a setting powder, it is going to be too bright for her skin tone. So make sure you understand your client's skin tone first before you do anything else. And if you're going to use a compact powder, it works really well, but avoid placing too much product on the beauty blender when you're doing this. And then blend it in completely, no residues on her face. Make sure there is no residues on her face. And then after that, we're going over the areas we contoured with the cream contour with the powder contour. And then next, when it comes to contouring your nose, use a smaller brush. You can start just below your eyebrow going down if you want the nose to appear longer, and start off around the inner corner going down if you want the nose to appear shorter, and then blend it in using a cleaner brush so you avoid having harsh contour lines around your nose. So next, we're going to apply a bit of blush, and for melanated skin, a blush that has a red undertone works best. Avoid pink undertones. And then after that, you can go over her whole face with a finishing powder. Then after that, we're going to set her whole face using the Badescu setting spray, and make sure you do not place the settings, you do not spray it too close to her face. And then after that, we're going to highlight and understand your client's skin tone first. If it is a chocolate to dark skin, please avoid using the very bright highlighters. Do a golden brown highlight. It works best for chocolate to dark skin. And then avoid using too much highlighter as well. Then after that, we're going to start off by lip lining using a brown lip liner, a dark brown lip liner, and make sure you blend out the lip liner first on your client before you apply the lipstick for an ombre effect. And then after that, apply the lipstick, make sure it is oil blended in, and then next you can do a lip gloss. And make sure you use a clear lip gloss, and when you're using a clear lip gloss, apply it using a brush, okay? You cannot be using the same brush for all your clients. Yeah, be very mindful of your hygiene. And that is it for me today, guys. Let me know. I love how, because we wanted a very simple glowy look. This is what we went for. Let me know what you think of the comment section, and I hope this tutorial has been helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Bye.